If you or a loved one are struggling with type 2 diabetes, you should visit the link in the description below. This clinically proven, drug-free program lowers blood sugar to a normal level and can completely reverse type 2 diabetes within just a few weeks. Here's today's video.
The question, can a diabetic eat honey? Answer by Sharon Basil MD. Yes. Honey can be taken in moderation by an individual with diabetes. I will briefly explain the scientific mechanism behind this. Keeping blood glucose levels under control is important for people with diabetes. Honey is a carb food as well, just like rice, potatoes. Thus just keep in mind that 1 tablespoon of honey has approximately 17 grams of carbohydrate, and taking that into account when counting your total daily intake of carbohydrates, diabetics can work it out just like any other sweetener or carbohydrates. Both honey and sugar will affect your blood sugar level, but clinical studies have shown that pure honey is a healthier choice in diabetic diet than table sugar and any other non-nutritive sweeteners such as Splenda, saccharin, aspartame. Honey requires lower levels of insulin compared to regular white sugar and does not raise blood sugar levels as rapidly as table sugar. That is, it has a lower glycemic index than sugar. Honey facilitates glucose intake to the liver, hence preventing an overload of glucose entering the blood circulation. And nature's honey is the only sugar that possesses this special ability. Anyway, you must consider that honey has more calorie than granulated sugar or sugar substitutes. 1 tablespoon of honey comes in at 68 calories, whereas 1 tablespoon of sugar contains 49 calories. So you can use raw honey instead of other sugar substitutes, but only in moderation. Be sure to count the carbohydrates in honey as part of your diabetes eating plan. List of best and worst foods for individuals with diabetes. Download a free Android app called Beat Diabetes to get the latest list of top 40 good and bad foods for diabetes based on glycemic index. Play Store download link, Beat Diabetes, Android apps on Google Play. Answer by Subir Banerjee. Diabetic people have high sugar level in their blood, so dietitians advise them to monitor their intake of carbohydrates, especially glucose. Sucrose or the common table sugar is almost always a no for them. The common sugar contains glucose and fructose in 1:1 ratio, so does honey, hence avoid it. Having said that, I would like to add further that honey is not fully sugar. It is about 82% sugar and rest are water, vitamins, minerals, proteins, etc. So it is a better alternative to sugar, if you wish to have something sweet. Furthermore, honey has antibiotic properties, which is due to the pollens of different flowers, so an intake of less than 75 grams is beneficial for health. In tribal medicines, although not scientifically proven, the honey of Plectranthus rugosus is said to be beneficial for people with high blood sugar. Answer by Malini Bhatt. With appropriate control, many diabetics and pre-diabetes are still able to safely enjoy natural honey. Before incorporating honey into their meal planning, find out how much of the sweet liquid can be consumed on a daily basis. Each diabetic is different and should learn how his or her body reacts to different foods containing carbohydrates. Bear in mind that the total amount of starches or carbohydrates in a food is the key consideration, not the amount of sugar. Honey requires lower levels of insulin compared to regular white sugar and does not raise blood sugar levels as rapidly as table sugar. That is, it has a lower glycemic index than sugar. Though honey contains a significant amount of sugar, it consists largely of 2 simple individual units of sugar, glucose and fructose, which are absorbed at different rates into the body. The perfect 1:1 ratio of fructose and glucose found in honey facilitates glucose intake to the liver, hence preventing an overload of glucose entering the blood circulation. And nature's honey is the only sugar that possesses this special ability. Next, the use of monosaccharide fructose is often recommended to sweeten the diet of diabetics due to its significantly lower GI. The trouble is, fructose is absorbed differently than other sugars. It is not utilized for energy like glucose, but stored in the liver as triglycerides. This presents a great metabolism burden on the liver and can eventually lead to major health issues related to obesity and further health damages for diabetics. Source: can diabetic diet include honey?